And in news just coming in, highly placed government sources have denied Pakistan media reports that 6 Indians were killed in Afghanistan. Government sources claim that there is no specific information yet on whether Indian construction workers were targeted by the Afghan Taliban. Remember, we are talking about Pakistani media reports which earlier said that at least 18 people, including 6 Indian nationals, were killed and 20 others injured in an attack by the Taliban on an Indian construction company in Afghanistan on Friday. The channel aired the video of the attack, which you're seeing right now on your screen, saying that it was provided by the Taliban. Let me go across to Sanket, who joins us with the government's reaction on this. Sanket, the Indian government, they're saying that it is not Indian workers who were killed in Afghanistan.
Well, certainly the Indian government has come out with this reaction. The Ministry of External Affairs says that it has no intimation of any such attack on Indians in Afghanistan. Now, we must remember that almost 12 hours back, Pakistani media, in fact, released dramatic video footage of an attack by Taliban on allegedly Indian construction company workers, in which 6 were Indians and 6 Indians were killed. That was their claim, to which the Indian authorities now say that nothing of this sort has in fact happened. In fact, there is one section in the Ministry of External Affairs that also feels that probably this could be a strategy to spread propaganda to scare the Indian workers who are presently participating in a lot of development work that is taking place in Afghanistan, and to demotivate them. As of now, there has been no official communication that has been received by the Ministry of External Affairs here in New Delhi, even by the authorities there in Afghanistan, of any such similar attack. So the Indian government has pretty much maintained its stand since morning that they have no intimation, and perhaps these reports in Pakistani media that Indians were killed and Indians were attacked may be perhaps false.
All right, Sanket, thanks very much for joining us with that update. Let me tell our viewers, this is in response, the Indian government's reaction that Sanket was just telling us is in response to the Pakistani news channel Dawn News's report earlier today, where Dawn News has reported saying that there was an attack on an Indian construction company in Afghanistan, where 6 Indian workers have been killed, but the Indian government sources say that this report is baseless. There is no information of Indian workers having been attacked by the Taliban. Now, Dawn News even went on to report that the Taliban said that they targeted the Indian construction company because it was a subsidiary of a US company. The Taliban described the Indian construction company's office as a center of un-Islamic activities and vowed to target the Indians again, who were described as enemies of Islam. And earlier, Pak media widely reported this incident. Let's in fact take a look at this news report from Pakistan-based Dawn News channel.
An Indian construction company came under brutal attack late last night in Gardez in Paktia province of Afghanistan. Afghan Taliban have claimed responsibility for the attack. An Afghan Taliban spokesman told Dawn News the target was that they call the center of all anti-Islamic activity. He claimed that at least 18 Indian, Afghan and African workers have been killed in the attack, while more than 20 others have been injured. Paktia police has confirmed the attack and say 6 Indian workers and 10 Taliban were killed in the attack.